I mean, well, let me ask you a question, bro. Let's say you were setting up a little weekend football team, right? You got Terry Crews as a lineman, Bobby Jean, and he's the quarterback, Matt, Quanto, Seaver, and et cetera, et cetera. And you got one guy, let's just call him Iris West.
What?
He can't play football. He's never seen a football. He's very small and slight. He can't block. He's very slow. He can't run. Would you pick him for your football team?
Well, the question is anybody sleeping with him?
Mixies presents the Popcast.
Hey, my name is Brian, that is Shane, and this is the Popcast, and we're talking about The Flash, Season 4, Episode 2. It aired last night for us at this time while we're filming the video, and we got a lot to say. Shane?
Definitely have a lot to say.
Yes, but can we talk about something, Shane? The elephant in the room?
The elephant in the room? Yeah, sure, man. What's on your mind?
I saw the video, Shane.
What video?
The video, Shane.
What video are you talking about?
The one you uploaded yesterday while I was fishing. I saw it.
Oh. No. I'm pretty sure that there's no video.
Bro?
This isn't the video you're looking for.
You're going to have to tell me what some of those prank ideas you got were.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
And you will not see it coming, my friend.
I mean, it's got to be on or around my birthday. That's
how we roll.
That's the tradition. So
I got some ideas, bro. I'm gonna tell you, some of these fans, they are cynical, man. They really.
Yeah, bro. You think it was a good idea asking the internet for ideas for pranks?
It's not the internet, bro. This is our family, man. It's like.
Right. I mean, listen. As long as whatever prank it is doesn't involve permanent damage to my body or my vehicle.
No, I mean, I do care about you, and I don't want you to receive permanent damage.
Okay.
Your vehicle, we'll see.
Ugh, this is gonna suck, isn't it? All right.
Sorry, bro. Love you, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get you back when your birthday comes around.
Long ways away from that.
And we are. But when we get there, woo,
game on.
Game on. Game on, motherfucker. Okay.
What about the Flash?
Let's get into the 1600 sub challenge. Do not forget, we are doing the 1600 sub milestone giveaway.
Woohoo!
Remember we just did the 800 a week ago. I forget. It's a while. It was.
I know. It's been like a week and a half, I think.
Like a week and a half, and Siberian Winks won that, and she won an all-paid premiere night, movie tickets, dinner, popcorn, candy, all the guns she would need for the Star Wars premiere. I'm kidding about the guns.
Oh,
everything else.
Yeah, and we didn't give something else. And check this out. She was like, it was a ticket for two, really, is what it was. And then she was like, my mom's wants to go, and I'm like, you know what? We got to take care of Siberia's mom. So we actually doing a third ticket for her mom. We upgraded the prize, my friend.
Boom.
That's how we roll.
That's how we roll. So if we're gonna be giving away such sick stuff for the 800, and I'm
gonna have to go get a job.
The Teacher of the Month Club for 400, then what are we giving away for 1600?
I don't know, but you better go get a job so we can pay for this stuff.
True that.
Right.
So listen, if you want to be a part of that, like and comment. Subscribe, like, and comment. And, while you're there, go ahead and throw us a share, maybe the alert, whatever,
Break it down.
Okay, so listen, let's get right into the Flash. That this podcast is not 3 hours long because there's enough content last night to warrant that. Yeah. Number one, numero uno. My first impressions of last night's episode was, please, less Iris. Oh my God, less Iris.
You know what's funny, man, is they are... of course, I'm all over the Flash TV subreddit, and they are just all over Iris on the subreddit today, man. And I mean, it's been coming. I gotta give a shout out to I Am a Nice Dude, who was talking it up in the Mixed Signals live discussion. Had 17 upvotes for this one, and he's like, damn, why was Iris being such a bitch this episode? You know, go ahead and read all about it. But it says basically, Barry left you because otherwise the whole world, maybe the whole universe, would get shanked by the Speed Force. Billions of innocent humans would have died. So he's got a whole rant there that's absolutely fantastic.
And she complains about it. Like, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, the best part of what he wrote was he's like, Iris, you are one day away from becoming Felicity. Which is hilarious.
That's from the Arrow. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think even Felicity, at least she had a skill. Like, it seems like Iris's skill at this point is just being a bossy B word, right?
Well, she's got a lot of baggage all of a sudden this season, man. I mean, Barry left her, but you know, there's a lot of people who talk about. There's a whole bunch of talk on the subreddit about, well, if your person left you, you know, you'd have baggage too. I mean, military people do it all the time. And I know that Barry left kind of unexpectedly, but Barry didn't even know he was leaving. So, I mean, I'm kind of confused as to why she's holding him accountable for this. It's not like it was a real choice for him. So, I don't know. And she's all like butthurt about this whole, like, I was in charge of the team and now you're back and now you're making decisions for us and you're not even talking to me about it. And it's like,
yeah,
Iris,
because he's the Flash.
I'm the Flash. Yeah. So
that line where she's like, but you're not the Flash, Barry. We are. If I was Barry, I'd be like, no, you're wrong. You're definitely not the Flash. I am the Flash. And I got this sidekick that was definitely painted to be sort of useless this episode, who is the Kid Flash. So you want to get into semantics, it's Flash and some friends of his.
Well, that's the whole premise of this season now. It's like, and we had it last season, and this season it's like Team Flash, right? So on the subreddit, it was so funny, man. There was a post that was basically, so was I the only one that noticed there was no "my name is Barry Allen" intro? And Stroke Monkey 94 says it's because it's not the Flash. They are all the Flash now, right? And so Cap Charlesimo gave a fantastic reply. I just love this reply. It's so great. And it starts out with, no, this is the way the intro should go. Our names are Barry, Iris, Joe, Wally, Caitlin, and Cisco. We are the fastest team alive. To the outside world, we're an ordinary forensic scientist and his fiancée, detective, student, biochemist, and guy who spends all of his time at Star Labs and still somehow has income. Anyways, go read all that. It's so funny. The best stuff on the subreddit today, for sure.
I mean, listen, there's also some economic problems that they never explained, and I almost don't want them to. At this point, I'm just assuming that when the fake Harry Wells died, left all of his money and stuff to Barry, Barry is paying Caitlin and Cisco, and I guess now Iris, because she left her reporting job and doesn't have a job at the real job anymore. He must be paying them to be Team Flash. Because they literally, I mean, now, like, even Caitlin, who didn't do anything in this episode, was there the entire time. She is now at Star Labs with Cisco doing who knows what. How are they living? Like, where do they go? Do they have an apartment? Do they have a car? Do they have bills?
And I'm okay not knowing this, but I just thought it was funny in his little post. At the end of it, he basically says, "We are the Flash," and it's silly. Teams are important, guys, but there is one Flash. There is a Kid Flash, and I understand Iris has some baggage over everything that's going on, and I have a little bit of sympathy for her. And I didn't like her quite as I didn't like her as bad. You know, I didn't not like her this episode quite as much as the last one, but you know, Iris is struggling to find her
place in life. Can I be honest? I feel like I got this buddy. Let's call him Barry. Okay. His real name is Bartholomew, but we call him Barry. And he's one of my favorite guys. He's kind. He's heroic. He's a good dude. Helps you move. Came
really
over
fast.
for my garage sale last Saturday and helped me clean up. Just a rock solid, really good guy. My kids love him. And he started dating this chick, and her name was Iris. And he keeps bringing her around, and he's like, bro, you're going to like her. Just hang out with her a little more. And he's like trying to force this woman on me, but she's really bossy and rude. And she doesn't really have any discernible skills. And she just sort of stands around while we do everything. And I don't really want to like her. I don't want, and I feel like I'm being forced to say like this person. It's important, but I
It's
don't feel like
because
it
you
is
love
important.
Barry. It's because you love Barry and you're supporting your friend. Sometimes we have to stand by while our bros make bad decisions. That's it.
Okay, well, this is a bad decision. All right, let's get into the recap. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. This meme, real quick, was great. Yeah, can I copy your homework?
Oh man, yeah. Listen, once more, I guess we're gonna do all of our Reddit shout outs.
Iron Flash.
Yeah, we're gonna do all of our shout outs here right at the top. But this is from Fuhrer 910, and it was this week's meme on the subreddit. And it basically, you can see it right here. The Flash is copying Iron Man, which I didn't catch right when it happened. I guess it did feel familiar to me, but it was actually turned into a meme. So thank you to Fuhrer 910. This is fantastic, fantastically funny. Go check it out on the subreddit.
His new suit does have a heads-up display and what appears to be repulsors in his hands. So
right,
interesting.
That's true.
It took Kid Flash out like it was no big deal.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Kid Flash didn't have much screen time this time. What was up with Kid Flash's hair? Can I just ask about that? Did anybody else notice?
I don't
it's like he's got like it's like Surfer Kid Flash. I don't know exactly. His hair is totally different. I mean, he had a tight little haircut going on, and now it's like all wavy. You didn't notice that?
Yeah, I did notice that. It's weird. There's a shot.
It was
we'll get to it.
a little bit.
All right. Well, let's get right into the recap. It opens up with this douchebag buying some kind of apartment or something. You are instantly not supposed to like him because he is clearly an a-hole. He gets to an elevator. The elevator starts going nuts. Lo and behold, it basically it shakes him until he's pudding on the ground, and Barry and he's dead. And we find out that he was killed by a fat guy with telekinetic powers, seemingly.
Ouch.
But the team does not know that it's that. Right now they think it's just a hacker, right?
All right.
And boom, a little risky business Barry Allen style.
Is anybody else kind of tired of this whole risky business thing? I feel like it's just constantly done these days. I mean, I didn't hate it, but I don't know. I feel like it's a little overdone. It seems like it's everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, sure. But I mean, I don't mind seeing the Flash speed into a risky business move. I'll take it.
I like his kitchen. I like the whole getting breakfast ready thing much better.
Yeah, and what about him watching TV at 1,000 times the speed?
That was awesome. I love that Cisco came up with a way for him to do that.
That's really cool. Although
I wish we could do that.
Now we have a problem with that though. That means that as a video person, as someone who knows how video speeds work, that means the frames per second would have had to have also been like 1,000 frames per second or more. And right now we're at like, even if you speed up our video, it would still be 30 or 29.9 or 30 frames per second. And the eye sees at roughly about 60 frames per second. His eyes obviously see faster, which is why you get like those, 4K 60 frames per second videos that are super high quality. But you can't just speed something up 1,000 times and not miss all kinds of stuff, because you're cutting out frames when you do that, right? So the tech part of me could not help be like, look, I mean, he must be watching it on a device that allows for 1,000 frames per second.
Here, hold on a sec. Okay. Yeah, no, it
looked like a regular TV to me, and that regular TV is only doing like 30 frames per second tops. So
I just thought it was really cool that happened. So stop ruining my cool watch the TV super fast.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm just assuming that Cisco also made his TV 1,000 frames per second.
Maybe.
Right?
That's cool.
All right.
That's cool. Do your thing.
So Barry shows up. Barry shows up at the crime scene. You're like, just stop, leave me alone. Shows up at the crime scene, and I like how he greets the captain. He's like, "Hey, thanks for that 6 month sabbatical, Captain." I'm like, and right then I was like, I don't know any boss that would ever give me 6 months off.
All right. If Barry has all this money, why is he even working?
Right? Yeah.
That's what I want to know. Why does he bother doing this?
One day there's gonna be a season in like season 12. They're gonna explain the economics of Team Flash.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, and then Barry's just gonna like look at the camera and be like, "I'm out of here. I don't need this job."
There's gonna be an episode where it's like, guys, We've been spending money for 10 years without making any, and now we're broke.
Right.
We're losing Star Labs. The
Oh
power
my
just
gosh.
went out.
I don't know if they'd be brave enough to do that. That'd be fun.
Maybe
though.
I'll take extra shifts at this police station. You make $13 an hour. It's not going to be enough. All right. So, I like this. Cisco is now a tech consultant. That's cool. So I guess that's technically a job he has, right?
He does know that's made of cardboard, right? Or made of plastic.
Made of plastic, yeah. Yeah, he examines it, discovers that it's definitely a hacker. Now, we go back to Star Labs, and we're looking at the new suit, and the new suit has fire suppression, the deadlock, the pulse cannon. It has something called the Babel protocol, which is a really cool Easter egg, bro. In the comics, Batman created something called the Babel protocol or something like that. Babel.
Okay.
Where he figured out a way to subdue or kill each one of the Justice League members in case they went rogue.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Cisco did the same thing in this suit too.
And it was called Babel, and it was a really cool episode where he was like, hey, I know all these weaknesses. This is how you would kill him. Martian Manhunter was like fire. Like everybody uses their certain weaknesses in order to, so I guess his self-destruct was the Babel protocol. You can't take the suit off.
Right.
You're gonna die. That's really cool. And I'm bummed out that we're not going to see this high-tech suit again, because at the end of the episode, everybody's like, yeah, you don't need a fancy technology. You're the Flash. And he's like, no, we are. Like, whatever, dude. No, you're not.
I mean, that's the whole theme this year, I guess, is we're all I mean, I love that they're a team, but do we have to, you're still the leader, Barry, period.
I mean, well, let me ask you a question, bro. Let's say you were setting up a little, after work weekend football team, right?
Okay.
And are
we saving the world?
You got, no, it's you versus like the firemen, this football team, and you got Terry Crews as a lineman, and you got Bobby Jean, and he's the quarterback, and you got Matt Quanto, and he's the receiver, and et cetera, et cetera. And you got one guy, let's just call him Iris West. And
what?
He can't play football. He's never seen a football. He doesn't know how to throw it. When you throw it to him, he drops it because he doesn't know how to catch. He's very small and slight. He can't block. He's very slow. He can't run. Would you pick him for your football team?
Well, the question is anybody sleeping with him? Because I think that's going to have something to do with it.
That's a great answer, Shane.
Right?
That's a great answer. By the way, I have a lot of these analogies I'm going to sprinkle through this.
I'm like, what are you doing? Just making these names up? Who are these people? I've never heard these names.
Okay.
Hilarious.
All right. So, yeah, we check out the suit. I'm bummed out we're not going to see it again, but, at least we know that tech exists. And then, unauthorized bleach, and I got to say, unauthorized use of leggy chick. That's some legs right there. And
who are you talking about? Oh, Caitlin?
Caitlin has some legs. This whole episode, just legs on legs for this girl. And then, boom, there is Kid Flash's weird
Yeah, what's up with that? He looks so different. He's standing different. Everything's a little different about him. So, I don't know. They must have gone through some sort of wanted to give him a change. Some people complained that he didn't really get a lot of screen time this time. Basically, the only time he was on screen, he basically got foiled the one time, and then the time he was with Flash, he got his butt kicked by Flash. So you might be right about him maybe moving on to, say, Legends or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with his look, too. Like, if you look back when they actually picked him up, and he was like he was like an engineer and a street racer, and, he dressed normal and all that stuff. And now he's dressing like a straight-up hipster with the emo haircut and the flannel and the skinny jeans and the, old-school Reeboks. Like, he is, honestly, he's actually dressing more and more like the actor that plays him versus the character that they gave him.
Okay, maybe that's where they're going. I don't know. If anybody has any insight on this, Break it down for
Now, I
us.
normally wouldn't care. I hate that you set up this character as one thing, and now you're morphing him into a completely different character, with zero explanation. That's not good storytelling.
Yeah, he seems different to me. The character.
But I don't mind Caitlyn's outfit. She can wear that kind of stuff all the time. It's fine with me.
Let me tell you, they've been sexing Caitlyn up this whole season.
Boy,
Now it's 2 episodes back to back where they had one. They're doing like booty shots. This time now it's legs. So they're definitely sexing her up for something.
When last season, or the season before that, she was like primarily in a lab coat the entire time.
Right.
Super conservatively dressed.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is Caitlyn's coming out party this year, I guess.
So the Breacher was just Cisco's girlfriend. Which her name is slipping me for some reason. I'm not sure why. Ruby, right? Ruby, right?
Yeah. Where and she comes from another Earth, right?
Earth 19. She is a
Yes.
She has the same or very similar powers to Cisco. I heard we're gonna see her father coming up in a couple episodes, played by what's the guy that's in that movie Machete?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you serious? I don't know that he's in all the. I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
He's like an extreme badass.
Yeah, he's in those commercials now for
Danny Trejo.
He's in the commercials for basically cable that you don't pay for or whatever.
Right.
Or $7 a month, whatever it is. It's
yeah,
hilarious.
So Danny Trejo. Hopefully I'm saying that name right. If I'm not, let me know below. He's playing Breacher, which is, I know that's a term they use for people that breach, but that's an actual character in the comic books. Is a villain named Breacher that has the same powers basically as Cisco and Ruby.
Interesting.
Yeah, and so there's gonna be. That's why they're showing more and more of the relationship. They want, when you get to that point when you meet her father, they want it to be awkward for you.
It's gonna be awkward for Cisco for sure.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Okay, and then boom, this character is trying to be killed by Kilgore, which is the hacker that they don't know yet is the hacker. They're gonna find out soon.
Right.
Or Kilgore. Damn it, I just forgot.
It's Kilgore.
See, I'm getting confused with Kilgrave from the Netflix series. Anyways, Kilgore is trying to kill him with his own smart car, and Barry runs off to get him, and he's like, "Oh crap, he's not driving the smart car; it's another hack." So he runs, he gets some tools, and he takes the car apart mid.
That was a cool scene.
Yeah, that was awesome.
He disobeyed his fiancée, and was a bad boy.
Oh, you disobeyed! You naughty boy! You naughty! You disobeyed your fiancée.
He disobeyed. She's like, "Yeah, take it to the left and get safely land there." He's like, "No, I'm gonna go to the right here."
Yeah, and I'm gonna do what I want because you're not in charge of me. Wait, can we take a pause? One day I want Barry to be like, you know what? I'm just gonna stop chasing him for a minute. I got time. Listen, Iris, shut up. And he just goes down whatever street he wants, right? Yeah. So that was a really cool scene though when he took about the car like that. That was really awesome. Really well
Was that
shot.
cool? I love it. The actor did a good job of being terrified and then surprised. This guy did a good job.
Yeah. And of course, because he disobeyed his boss, his fiance, he is promptly reprimanded, written up, and taken to couples therapy.
Taken to therapy.
Shane, I've never been to couples therapy. What's it like?
I haven't been to couples therapy either.
Okay.
I just do as I'm told, like a good boy.
Yeah. Apparently, you're not disobeying your Iris West.
That's right. I listen to my Iris West.
You're not being taken. Look at her. Look at that smug expression. She's happy that she dragged the fastest man alive.
And let me defend Iris a little bit.
Oh,
when it was
ahead.
suggested,
You would.
Listen, when it was suggested by Caitlin about couples counseling, she's like, "We're Barry and Iris. We're good, right? No big deal." So she didn't immediately. This was not her idea, and she's there, but you can tell she's trying to keep it cool until she's like, "Why did you leave me?" And I'm like, "Oh, I didn't see that coming."
That was the second couples counseling. This one,
oh, okay, we're not there yet.
They start talking about all the people that died around them. Apparently, a lot of people have died, and the psychologist is like just like having a field day. And then they get a call because they finally identify the hacker. It's the big giant guy amongst those three little dwarves, apparently.
It's funny when they first started showing this guy as the metahuman, and it was like this giant, dumpy, basement living dwelling creature. I'm like, wow, it figures that they would choose a hacker to be somebody who lives in their parents' basement.
Yeah. To be
right, that guy.
300-pound guy in his parents' basement. Yeah, he looks like that guy. He looks like a hacker.
He looks like the guy from South Park that was online.
Yeah.
You remember that episode?
Yeah, the Super Troll. You know what's funny is all the rest of them are all like fit. Of course,
normal.
The fit people. Normal young people take advantage of the brains of the group, right? The giant pariah. Well, he's seeing the police station because he programs this robot. There he is. Look at that face. He takes over this robot to take a grenade into Joe West's office as he is speaking with that guy, the guy in the far left. Now, of course, Joe West promptly hits that alert on his phone that says, "I'm in trouble."
Yeah.
Yep, Barry gets it. He shows it to Iris. Iris is like, "Yeah, you gotta go." He runs out of the meeting, and this is another really cool scene. I like how.
I do like this scene.
First of all, a lot of people don't know how grenades work. It's not just like a bunch of explosives packed in some metal that goes off. No, grenades are so dangerous because that honeycomb, those break apart at the seams, and every piece of that grenade becomes a bullet, right?
Yeah, it's exactly the way you described it. That's why grenades are so scary.
That's why they're so scary. And the way he grabs each piece was super accurate to why grenades are so dangerous, except for when he does save them, and Joe's like, "Oh, it must have been a dud." No, it definitely exploded. That's not a good excuse.
That kid didn't know what was going on, though. He was terrified.
Yeah, he was.
He could have told him anything at that point.
Yeah, and boom, we have this, confrontation again between Barry and Iris, and let's go move on from there. All right, this is when the biochemist and the scientist figure out how to beat Kilgore. While they're figuring that out, of course, more relationship drama. Ruby is like, "Hey, I thought we were going on a date, bro. It's my world's version of Valentine's Day," but she didn't say that.
Right. 1-1-1-1-1-1 day.
1-1-1 day, yeah. And we cut back to Barry and Iris again. And okay, thank God. This is when she freaks out. So they go back to couple counseling.
Yeah.
It's like, "But you left me, Barry. You left me. You bastard. You left me." And the psychologist is like, "What?"
Yeah, you notice how they never show the psychologist again, and Barry looks just like completely uncomfortable. He's like, we can't talk about this in front of this person. Oh, it's just got to be a terrible moment for him.
Yeah. Luckily we leave that fest to get back over to killing the coders. Now Joe, I don't have the scene here, but Joe West and Kid Flash are outside of this woman's house. Basically, they bugged her house, and they're keeping tabs on her because they know that she's the next target. She, when she sees this guy, doesn't have any fear of him. She thinks he's garbage. She reprimands him. She puts him down, and then he uses his tech to disrupt her diabetes machine. That was an interesting take.
That was one. They had to figure out something that she had on her. So this is my question for you.
And she's too young for a pacemaker, right?
Yeah, more than likely. Now, Kid Flash went in and put a bug in the room.
Right.
They went out to listen to it. Did this guy interfere with that bug knowingly? Because for whatever reason they couldn't hear what was going on, and then when they finally could, he'd already damaged her, took the other guy,
yeah,
and was gone.
So he must have his general powers must have disrupted the bugs. There's no way he could have known about it, so it must
because he didn't know about it. Yeah. I thought that was interesting.
His powers must be like a tech field or some sort.
Okay.
Which is why Barry was able to, when he got away from him, that's coming up. We'll get there. All right, so yeah, Kid Flash knows exactly what diabetes medication to give her. That was cool. I had a hard time believing this one. It would have been better if he picked her up and took her to the hospital, I think. But
Joe recognized it though.
Yeah, but so did he give her more insulin, or is it anti-insulin? What's the deal?
Well, he OD'd her insulin, so I don't know what the reverse is of that. Maybe, I don't know.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and believe this one. Hey, Kid Flash is doing something. All right.
Yeah. All right.
Good job.
We got a job for Kid Flash.
A little more leggy Caitlin. She explains to Cisco why he's upset that he can't finish the Kilgore stuff. It's because he's upset about his girlfriend not being happy with him. So he calls her back from the breach. That was really cool. Like, he opened up a breach and she popped through. Like, they must have known. They must have a system.
They must have something going on, yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, look, baby, I love you. I understand it's your 111 day. I promise that once I take this guy out, I'm going to treat it like tomorrow's like our 111 day. And I thought that was cool. Like, they mix some relationship in without being, like, so over the top that it's hard to stay awake, you know?
Yeah, no, it was comfortable. I love that he didn't have a clue that she was upset about it.
Yeah, man. How would he, you know?
It would have been really funny if she had been like, no, really, I'm not mad about it. And Caitlin was like, whoops, sorry.
Yeah, so then we get some more Barry and Iris. And Iris is like, yeah, but you left me because you didn't discuss it with me. You just went to the Speed Force. And Barry's like, yeah, baby, but like, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, but, you know, it's cool. And okay, we're done with that. All right.
What the heck?
Sorry.
Where did that come from?
I just
listen. It's not what goes through your head when you're in that situation. We're talking about these two people here.
I just don't care, man.
You gotta care because it affects our boy Barry. You gotta care.
No,
it affects your friend.
Whatever Iris wants, Barry's gonna give her. Even if that means he's gotta stand me up when he promised to help me move into my new storage bin.
Yeah. Well, you know how it goes. They say bros before hoes, but hoes always win.
Yeah, and I love how Barry's face, like, girl, you tripping, girl. Tripping. All right.
Is that his face?
You tripping, girl. I'm not joking. This way here, ready? Okay.
Is the drama over at least?
It's over.
Between those two?
Now,
okay.
Kilgore is trying to kill this dude in a warehouse.
He's making him admit it.
He's making him admit what they did to poor little Kilgore. And the Flash and Kid Flash go to save the day. When they show up, however, Kilgore, I guess he can feel the technology in Barry's suit or sense it.
Yeah, he can sense it.
So he senses the tech, and he promptly takes over it, and this is when the hijinks ensue. He activates the weapon system. He shoots Kid Flash with it, which apparently just knocks him out like instantly.
Yeah.
Like just takes out and wow, Kid Flash didn't think like at any point like they're pointing what appears to be a weapon at me. I should move.
I thought that was weird too. I feel like he didn't let himself get shot, but when Barry said run, he could have ran.
Yeah, before the word "ran" came out of your mouth, you could have totally. I don't know. It's Flash. He's a Flash, right? So.
Or go knock out that metahuman real quick that's obviously starting to control me.
Yeah, how about just like speed into that metahuman and knock him out because he's taking over
knock
my
him
weapon.
in the face. I mean,
Yeah.
the guy doesn't have any defenses. You don't have any tech. I mean, come on, what the heck?
Yeah, this is when the story falls apart for me. You know, the reason why you had to take out Kid Flash is because that's the problem. Kid Flash.
Yeah, that's the guy who could do it.
Kid Flash could take this guy out quick, but instead, Kid Flash stands there and gets shot like an idiot.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, maybe that new hair straightener is messing with his head. All right, so Kilgroar. See, I keep trying to say Kilgrave because that stupid Jessica Jones nonsense. Kilgore.
Well, then I've got Kilroy in my head from World War II, who
Yeah.
was everywhere. I mean, it's killing me.
Kilgore turns off Barry's comms, and Barry runs away, and then his suit starts freaking out, man. He's on the phone. He calls like with a payphone, and it inflates because I think it's a good idea. Like Barry runs on water. If he runs out of speed, he'll drown. Give him a flotation device. I don't know.
I think it's funny.
They were giving Cisco a hard time, and I don't feel like that's cool.
There was a Reddit post that talked about, I can't remember who it was, or else I'd give him a shout out. But basically the post was, "We're gonna need a bigger Barry," and the picture was Jaws coming up from the bottom and then a blown up Barry at the top. It was pretty funny.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's funny is this is actually very reminiscent of a comic book cover. Back in the day, there was a metahuman that made Barry gain a bunch of weight really fast, so he couldn't run fast. And this looks very much like the big giant fat version of Barry.
Makes sense.
Cisco everybody's just giving him a hard time because he tried to help the team and make Flash stronger. Iris says, "Barry, you have to make a lightning bolt, Barry, and shoot yourself with the lightning bolt." And he's like, "Okay, I trust you." Okay.
Well, because we needed to make sure that we put that out there because last time he did not trust her.
I mean, he's about to die, so at this point,
He's basically putting himself on the line.
At this point, try anything, right?
Right.
But this is the part that bugged me a little bit. She said, "Now run, Barry, run," and she does the whole Harry Wells line.
Yeah.
But she didn't pull it off. She starts off good. She's like, "Run, Barry," but she should have slowed it down and said it below her breath. Run, like that. It should have been so obvious. Run, Barry.
Okay.
Run. I don't know. The line was messed up because
because you hate her.
Maybe she said it under her breath, "Run, Barry, run." I don't know.
Listen, you hate your best friend's girl, and I get it. And it's coming out in everything. She can't do no right for you, man. She can't.
Nah, I guess. Okay, lightning hits Barry. After he runs, he creates lightning, then runs ahead of it and gets shot. And saves the day. Good job, Iris. You saved Flash.
Good job.
By sitting there and telling him to run. Okay. The Flash then saves the little Asian coder.
I love that. Yeah.
With the bullet save. Bink. Yeah, I like that too.
Bink.
Hits Kilgore with that 111 drug or whatever it was. Knocks him out. And I like how they get a shot at Kid Flash, who's just barely waking up from that horrific experience. He's like, "Oh." It's like you're trying to telegraph as much as possible that right now on this show, this character is useless.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, you knew that they were going to do this. You knew they were going to neuter him. You knew it was coming.
They have to because the Flash is too strong, right?
Flash is the Flash. That's what the show's named after.
And of course, Cisco's got to take his girlfriend on a date. Ruby and Cisco have a wonderful date. They allude to some stuff. I think this was a little bit of foreshadowing for Machete. Danny Trejo.
Scary.
And
I can't wait for that episode.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. And then we cut to the prison scene, and Barry and Joe are talking to Kilgore, and he's talking about a Kindle. It's so weird. He's like, "What am I gonna do without my Kindle?" Really, a Kindle? What is this? 2007, bro? Honestly, why didn't he say smartphone, tablet, iPad? I don't know. Kindle?
I think some people still use Kindle. Some people still use
But
them.
now it's an app on your phone, and your phone is just as big as your Kindle used to be and lasts just as long.
That's true.
Maybe some people still use it, but maybe like a Kindle Fire from Amazon. I don't know. I don't know. It just seems like a weird reference. Like, this is 2017.
What was even more weird is that this guy knows the bigger picture, and yet we didn't allude to it the entire time.
Right. That was poor writing, too. And you know what's funny is that even with these little holes, I still love it because there's so much fun stuff with it, you know?
Oh, yeah, it was a great episode.
Yeah, it was great. It seems like I complain a little bit about it, but it was still a great episode. Even though there was plenty of stuff that bothered me, I can get past it really quickly because of all the not flashing fun colors, you know?
And I got a lot of questions that need to be answered throughout the season. So, I mean, they've got me back into it, and that was the goal.
Yeah.
I mean, we're literally going to have 12 metahumans that don't come from the accident. So
yes, and that's interesting because I was wondering when we first started this thing, how are they going to keep doing the show when there's a limited amount of metahumans in Central City, right?
Right.
So I like how they're branching out to other ways metahumans can be metahumans. I like this shot. Barry and Iris made up. Basically, Iris is saying, "Thank you for becoming my servant again. I know you'll do whatever I tell you to." And Barry's like, "Of course, dear." And if you look at Joe West in the back,
I love what Joe West says here.
he's like, "What the hell is going on?"
He's like, "What did I miss?"
Yeah, he's looking confused. And then we get this shot. This is interesting, bro.
Yeah, right?
What's up with the warden looking at Kilgore all evil like this?
He's in on it, bro. He's in on
what?
it.
In on what?
He's in on the thinker.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. He's in on it, for sure.
So, guys,
100%.
I don't know
because,
what's going
listen,
on. That's what Shane thinks is going on.
Yeah.
What?
Well, they say, I think there's another shot here you're going to talk about, but basically they say now he's exactly where you wanted him. So obviously there's something going on here.
Okay, so I don't know what's going on. Let us know in the comments below what you think is going on with this warden. Is he the thinker's puppet? Is he the whole another villain and is in his own right? Who knows? Maybe it's a little like Arkham Asylum thing going on where the warden's experimenting on inmates. Who knows?
Okay. I mean, it would, yeah. Okay. I could see that messing with the storyline a little bit, but okay.
So let's talk about the Thinker real quick. Thinker apparently finished a sonnet or something. I don't know. But this
he was playing.
What?
He was playing the piano.
Yeah, this is when he talks about the rest of the metas. And they showed the screen where they have Kilgore in the first box and 12 other spaces. So the total of 13 metas. Or I'm sorry, 11.
No, there's 12 total.
Sorry, total of 12. Thank you. Total of 12, 11 left metas that we're going to see. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to, there's 20 episodes in the season. I'm not sure we're going to see every episode a new meta. But that's enough metas to keep me interested in the whole season for sure.
Yeah, that'll get us all the way through for sure.
I mean, yeah. So my only criticism of the Flash right now is I do feel like they're trying to force Iris down our throats at any cost.
Okay.
And I'm going to say something to producers that are never going to see this show because it's going to get like 1,200 views tops. But listen, do me a favor. If you want us to like a character and be invested in a character, give her something to do.
Yeah, other than just be, a pain in Barry's butt. Or, they definitely need to give her some sort of a skill or...
A skill?
I mean, her job is basically to get caught, I guess, or to be Barry's kryptonite. I mean, that's what we've talked about before.
I like the idea of Star Labs being a museum or a Flash museum like they have in the comic books. And maybe she runs that. And maybe that
makes sense.
That answers some questions on where some of the income is coming from. And it gives her a job, and she's really friendly with people. Maybe make her a reporter again.
She was a reporter, which was good because it put her in situations where Barry had to save her. That totally made sense. I mean, listen... we all love our partners and our spouses and our boyfriends and girlfriends, but the reality is we usually don't want to work with them.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, I agree. And we don't want to work with our friends' girlfriends either.
not if you don't like them.
Yeah, I mean, no, but you're usually right. The workplace dramatics are hard. So if she's gonna stay there, she's got to do something that has and she needs a skill, any kind of skill whatsoever, that makes sense for the story to be like, okay, this is why she's here. This is why she's valuable. This is why you should like her and respect her. Not do what I say. I made a training program for you. Do what I say now. How dare you? That's not.
Yeah,
Being
and please
bossy
give
is
me.
not a skill, okay? If that was a skill, then I got some siblings that should be billionaires right now.
Well, can we also get Harry Wells back, please?
Please, we
Can
need
we,
Harry
I just,
back.
I need that actor back in this TV show.
Yeah,
please.
we really need Harry Wells back, guys. Okay, that's it for the show. Thank you so much for watching. This has been The Flash. We are discontinuing our Legends review for the time being.
Yes.
The very first video we did, I'm pretty sure it didn't break 100 views. I don't remember. Until there is more interest in Legends of Tomorrow, we are going to watch them as fans, but we will not be reviewing them unless enough people comment that want us to bring the show back at some point in the future. Let us know, then we'll think about it. But right now, we don't feel like it's a good use of our time, you know?
Yeah. If you guys want it, let us know. And if we get a lot of comments that say, yeah, we really want you guys to do that, cool. Otherwise, we'll probably side comment on it from time to time on The Flash.
Yeah, and there wasn't much on this episode of Legends to even talk about anyways. Okay,
Right.
guys, that's it. It's been fun. We'll be back tomorrow for our Survivor review, which, by the way, I know
Woo-hoo.
we're not getting a whole lot of views on that either, but we're not letting it go because it's too much fun, okay?
Oh, no, we're doing Survivor,
It's
man.
way too much fun, and we got some serious bets going on. Tomorrow, we find out whether or not, because I lost the bet already, by the way, whether or not Shane takes me up on a double or nothing extreme bet tomorrow. He hasn't even told me yet, so I'm hoping that he gives me the opportunity to either cancel out my bet or make it double, to make it an extreme punishment.
Yeah, I love watching desperation as it rolls out, so this is fantastic.
Like this video, subscribe to our channel, please. Comment below. Let us know if we're wrong or right, or just want to have a conversation with us. And don't forget our 1600 sub challenge, which we're going to need you to comment and subscribe so that we know who you are to put you in that drawing. That's it.
Yeah.
We'll see you tomorrow. Be cool. We love you all.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.